Well, Coach Hunt, I was giving him a bad time about his wife. She kind of hated to leave the Sevier Valley. Tanya, I see her down there on the floor saying hello to a lot of folks, giving a lot of folks a hug. And she's glad to be down here tonight.
She's probably had a good reunion today, just catching up with folks.
Yeah.
I may be wrong, I don't know this for sure, but if my memory's correct, didn't she teach at Cedar Ridge?
I believe she did. I know she was a teacher in the district.
It would have been fun to maybe caught her and ask what her opinion of this new campus look was compared to when she left.
Well, maybe we can get her up here at halftime. Maybe our cohort, Mayor Ogden, can interview her. We got about 4:20 before we get started here, folks, and glad you could join us tonight on 8.2. As we mentioned before, 8.1 is the high-definition channel for KTTA, and they've got all their equipment over at the Sevier Valley Center where they've been bringing you the 1A Girls Tournament. So in an effort to bring you this important play-in game, we're doing it on 8.2. So you folks switch over out there. I know it's been advertised.
Yeah, and we appreciate everybody that turns in and listens. I was trying to figure out who would have the edge by looking at common competitors, common opponents. Bear River and Richfield this year have both played Tooele, North Sanpete, and Juab. And I was trying to decide if you went against a common opponent to see who had the upper hand, maybe, if that would give you any indication. I couldn't really come away with anything. Tooele, Richfield won by 20, and Bear River also beat them by a margin of 7.
Oh, they lost.
Bear River lost. Excuse me. My wife has to point that out to me. That's why I bring her. North Sanpete, Bear River won them by 6. Richfield split games with them. They won one by 27, lost one by 7. And that Juab game, Richfield ended up beating both of them. The second game they won by 10. That first game they won by 22. And Bear River played them and also won by 22.
So what's your takeaway? Nothing?
Nothing. I did all this homework and all I come up with is I still don't know.
Like we said at the beginning, it's going to be a barn burner, I think.
Well, if you like basketball, and I like basketball, I like a good close game. Don't get me wrong, I love it when your team wins, but I'm all about having a good competition, a close game, and something that's exciting and keeping you on the edge of your seat and keeping you looking forward to the next play or the next game or the next season. And hopefully this game's not going to disappoint in that way.
Well, the pep band's getting into it over there.
Down to just the 2-minute mark before tip-off.
We will have a Jurgensen's player of the game tonight, again, Glendon. So
yeah,
your eyes sharp for a player of the game.
Again, Jorgensen's is one of those great sponsors that does this every game for us. Of course, we have a whole list of good sponsors, Carl. Richfield City being one of them. Mayor Ogden, like you mentioned, is going to be here tonight to help us do some interviews and find some people. Great support from the city of Richfield, and of course, they all always want to wish the Wildcats and the local teams well.
Christensen's Department Store, your hometown store, Magleby Mortuary. Kelly Magleby's got a boy on the team, Barnett Orthodontics.
CTI Eye Care. You guys need to go in, have your eyes checked. From up here, sometimes we think the referees need to have their eyes checked. Maybe we can tell them about CTR. But he also does sporting binoculars, spotting scopes, other things. If you're an outdoorsman, go by and see what he carries. He might be able to set you up that way as well.
Okay, we're about ready to get started. Player introductions. We're going to have probably the national anthem presentation of the colors here, folks, first.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Bear River, here we go. Number 11, Bridger Boyce. Number 15, Gunnar Sorensen, a junior. Number 20, Nate Dolly, a senior. Number 25, Tristan Hartfell, a senior. And number 23, Michael Litchford, a junior. They got some height, Glendon.
Yeah, they've got plenty of height. We've got to have a little extra hometown music. Here we go, number 4, Jensen Magleby, senior. Matt Griffin, number 12, also senior. Jackson Thalman, a senior, 23. Porter Robinson comes in at 6'7", another senior for Richfield. Jalen Stick will round out the lineup start, number 34.
Well, we're ready to go. So are the referees. Should be a barn burner. Bear River Principal Christy Kapner, Athletic Director Van Park, Head Coach Scott Hunt.
It's not working in Texas.
8.2. 8.2. We had a lady up here that has her son on the team saying it's not working in Texas. I had to remind her this is being played on 8.2. I think we've got her pacified. She's going to make the phone call and let Texas know that we're still alive.
Number 23, Michael Litchford, a junior, 6'4", will jump against
Porter Robinson, number 24 for Richfield. And Porter's going to win the tip-off. Richfield with first possession. Jalen Steck with the ball. Sending the signal, taking it left. Covered tight by his defender. Finds Matt Griffin backcourt again. Matt trying to tell him to get it in motion. Get him moving. Back to Jalen on the right side. Screen from Jackson Thalman. Balin goes to the left corner.
Tough man-to-man by Bear River.
It is tight right now. Jackson taking it inside. Loses it. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball.
That'll go over to Bear River. It's going to be tough defense on both ends, I think.
I think so.
The 25, Tristan Hartfield brings it down. His dad's over here videoing the game. 5'9" point guard. He has the ball on the wing. Skip pass over on the corner to Bridger Boyce. Back to Hartfield. He brings it back out front. Back to Bridger Boyce. Inside. 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Called on the big guy.
Turnovers on both first possessions.
Yeah, that turnover was by Michael Litchford. 6'4" center, 3 seconds in the key.
Here comes Griffin with the ball. Sizing things up, finds Magleby down on the right corner. Inside to Porter Robinson, who tries to go left-hand reverse layup. Gets contact, will go to the line instead.
I think he got him with the body, Glendon. I think he got the ball on the block. Porter will have 2. First one's up and good.
Pretty shot. Little switch between the defenders for Bear River there. Takes his dribble. Both of them good.
So that's the first score of the game. 2-zip Richfield. Bear River on the attack. Hartfield out front. Boyce. Hartfield. Inside the big guy. And they're going to call a foul on Porter.
Porter Robinson will pick one up.
That was a good entry pass.
It was. Contained Porter really well. Held him there till the pass was delivered.
Litchfield Ford will have 2. Got the first one. misses the second.
Oh,
Whoa.
Physical. Both players go out of bounds wrestling over the ball.
Nobody was going to give up on that one.
No, Matt Griffin and who's number 20 for them?
That's Nate Dahl.
Nate Dahl. Yeah, neither one of them going to let that ball go.
So alternating possession, I think Richfield
gets it. Jalen inbounds to Griffin. Griffin bringing it down. Jensen has it on the right side, looking inside to Porter Robinson. Oh, couldn't find anything. He's stuck with it. Kicks it back out, almost picked off, but Griffin comes up with it. Trying to dribble around his man, finds himself in the corner, back to Jackson on the elbow. Griffin inside. Tries to get there, yeah.
Here comes Bear River. Hartfield on the attack. Drives down the middle. Out on the wing, number 20. Dahl, no good for a three-pointer. Rebound Richfield.
Here comes Steck to Jensen Magleby. Trying to look at Jackson Thalman, can't do it. Back to top of Griffin. Griffin gets it down to Thalman. Almost goes out of bounds with it, but finds Porter. Porter's going to put it up and get another foul.
That's number 23, Litchford. It's his first foul. Porter goes to the line. Shoot two.
Takes his dribble.
Oh,
short off the iron.
He'll have another.
Shot is up. And the second one he converts.
3-1 Richfield. Early here in the first period. 5.5 minutes remaining. Here comes Hartfield. Back to Hartfield. Three-pointer, no good. Tipped out by Bear River. Saved by Dahl. Back to Hartfield. Litchford, Hartfield. Inside, stolen by Richfield, and he walked.
Oh, Jackson Thalman was there to intercept the pass, but just couldn't gather it up and get his feet under him.
Too much momentum.
Too much. I think he had a little nudge from his...
From the defender?
The offensive person he was defending.
There's a three-pointer by Hartfield, no good. Tipped away by Bear River and saved by Hartfield again. Offensive rebounds. 15 puts it up for Bear River. That's Gunnar Sorensen for two. 3-3 now, folks. Good ball game.
Here comes Griffin with the ball. Looking and finding Porter out on top. He finds Magleby on the right side. Back up top. Richfield has their bigs moving. Into Jalen Steck, who tries to beat by his man. Takes it for a layup and gets it.
Nice body control.
He did. Had that little hesitation fake and then moved with it. Good move.
Right up between all the tall timber. Hartfield out front for Bear River. Dahl. Boyce. Hartfield. And a little soft jumper, foul line extended by number 20, Nate Dahl, his first two.
Nice touch on that shot.
5-5 now.
Richfield coming back with the ball. Griffin has it. Working left. Oh, we've got a little offensive inside. I think that might be Jackson Thalman's first. Is it Porter or Jackson? Porter.
Second.
That's not a position that Richfield wants to have their big guy in.
That's his second foul. Hartfield bring the ball up for Bear River. 3:50 remaining here in the first period. Back to Hartfield. Inside the big guys. Up and in. Too easy.
That's the second time they've played that right there.
That was Litchford for two. Yeah, that entry pass, a good pass.
Oh, knocked loose.
Bear River's got it.
Yep.
Boyce to Dahl to Hartfield. Left-handed point guard. Sorensen. Back out to Hartfield. He drives, throws it away.
Jalen Steck comes up with it. He tries to tip it loose from Jalen. Almost does. Jalen manages to keep it off the sideline.
That's some quick guys. That was walk, I think.
Out to the left side for Magleby. No good.
Rebound Hartfield. 7-5 Bear River. Coach Hunt up calling the play into the big guy. He drives. They're going to call a foul.
Jensen Magleby will get his first. Jensen will come out of the game. Looks like Jackson Hunt's going to come in.
Into Boyce.
Oh, Jackson Tallman's there to tip it loose, get it back to Richfield's hands. Matt driving hard right side.
Blocking foul number 11. Bridger Boyce, his first.
Jackson Hunt will take it out of bounds, sending the signal. Sends him into motion. Nobody open yet. Throws it out long to Stetz and Southwick at top. Finds Hunt again, that bottom right. Oh.
Foul on Bear River, number 25, Tristan Hartfield, his first.
That was one of those calls I couldn't decide if that they're going to call that as a lost dribble out of bounds or what they're going to give him. But Bear River's going to get the foul and help Richfield on that one.
Richfield brings it in.
Looking in, finds Stetson Southwick alone for the three-point attempt.
No good. Rebound Hartfield. Coach Hunt calling out a play. Hartfield looking. He'll bring it across half. Inside the big guy. Litchford, he drives down. Going to call a foul.
No, Jackson Hunt tries to tie him up, but they're going to give him a foul instead. 14 fouls for both sides.
Boyce.
Gets the bounce.
Litchford gets two more. He has 5 in the game.
With 1:50 left, 9-5, Bear River gripping with the ball. Matt will be looking at his guy. Finds Jackson Tallman back top, over to Griffin on the left side. Nobody's moving. He's looking for somebody to get open.
Tough man-to-man by Bear River.
They are playing tight. Griffin will take it down the lane, finds Southwick. Back out to Jensen Magleby, who's going to go for three.
Makes it 9-8 now, Bear River. Minute 20 remaining in the first period. Hartfield across the half court. Sorensen. Boyce. Hartfield in the middle, foul line. Jumper there by Litchford, no good. Offensive rebound again there by Bear River. I think Hartfield's going to hold it. Maybe we'll see. Calling out a play, no. Oh, nice back door. Nice back door.
Just the way they drew it.
Gunnar Sorensen gets 2. Bear River goes up 11-8. 40 seconds remaining, first period.
Griffin has the ball almost at half court. Looks like they're going to try to get the last shot, maybe. Screen off of Southwick. He tries to go to the middle. Blocking foul.
That's a big guy, isn't it? No, 20. Nate Dahl. His first. Team fouls are about even. 5 on Bear River, 4 on Richfield.
Oh. Bear River got a hand on it, knocked it loose, and Hunt, who touched it last. Possession will go to Bear River.
Boyce. Buse. I'm sorry, folks, from Bear River. Buse. 24, Hartfield with the ball at 25 out front. Oh, nice. Somebody. Gunnar Sorensen for 2 more. He has 6.
That double team left an assignment open, and they made use of it. Griffin takes it all the way down, tries to bank it. Rebounded by Southwick, but time expires.
So after 13-8, Bear River. Well, it looks like to me, Glendon, that Bear River first of all, got more offensive rebounds, so they had more shots. Second of all, they run some pretty good plays and got guys open. The back door up here.
They do. It looks that must be like one of their bread and butter things, because we've seen that 3 times and every one of them's been successful. They've scored twice off of it, and the other time they got a foul out of our big guy Porter Robinson. So that's one of those things, you know, that they're running that a lot. They're having success with it because they keep going to it.
Big O Tires, another one of our sponsors, Troy Christensen and his crew down there, and of course, as always, Jurgensen Ford, Jurgensen Honda. Appreciate them. Check out a new vehicle down there from Jeff, Paul, Bart, Chip, Brian, or JJ. Winter's Dentistry.
I'll tell you what, after this game, as many people as there might be clinching their teeth, this is one of those teeth clinchers. You might need to go down and see Dr. Winters, because he has all aspects of general dental care, including tooth color, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canal treatments. If this game doesn't go a little more our way, I'll probably have to make an appointment. Intermountain Severe Valley Hospital. Hopefully none of the players play too hard. They have to go visit there, but they do have good medical service at Intermountain Severe Valley Hospital.
Hartfield with the ball on the wing, inside. Nice little jump hook, doesn't go in. Rebound Richfield.
Griffin pushing it hard. Finds Magleby, who takes it back out, looks for somebody. Jackson Hunt way up top. Finds Southwick in the left corner.
No good on the three-pointer. Hartfield got the ball. They're content to walk it up, play their style. Coach Hunt calling out a play.
Oh, their guy loses his feet, but has a teammate still pick the ball up.
Yep, saved by Bear River.
Oh.
Going to call the foul before the basket. So Litchford will go to the line. It's going to be Bear River. No, Bear River on the baseline. Common foul. I'm sure Coach Hunt didn't like that one. The ball went in the basket. Hartfield out front. Buse. Dahl. Buse, no good from the wing. Rebound Richfield.
Thalman scoops that up with one arm, cradles it, pulls it down for Griffin, who's going to bring the ball back up. Checks with the coach on the Richfield bench, gets the signal. Screen from Southwick, finds Jensen, who's going to go back in the middle, kick it back out to Griffin. Steck with the ball, working on his man one-on-one, trying to find something out of it.
Tough defense by Bear River.
They're tight. Griffin's in the left corner with the ball. Nobody open. Lost his dribble. Finds Steck, who comes over to help him. They're trying to get a couple staggered screens, but Bear River gets a hand on it. Comes down to Thalman, who scoops it up. Matt's just going to go to work to the middle, try to go base, and he does.
That's the first time they've been able to make a drive down through that defense. 13-10 now, Bear River. Hartfield with the ball.
I think they better look at some of those staggered screens a little more often.
Buse, Hartfield, inside to Litchford. Stripped away
by Southwick.
Taken out of there by Bear River. Hartfield with a little left jumper, no good. Rebound, Bear River up and in.
Nobody had a body on the offensive rebound.
Who was that? Who got that basket? 23?
It may have been. Griffin with the ball on top for Richfield. Goes left. Back top to stick to Southwick. Magleby into Thalman. Back baseline to the bottom. Finds Southwick at the bounce.
It goes down. 18-12 now, Bear River. 5 minutes remaining in the half. Hartfield with the ball.
Oh, left all alone.
Takes in, not too hard.
Southwick fights for the rebound, and number 20 on Bear River. That Nate Dowley, he's going to get his foul out of that.
Second foul.
Looks like Coach Hunt's going to leave Dowley in. I don't see a substitution for him yet. They'll let him play with 2.
He's thinking about it.
4:50 left before the half. Matt dribbles left, keeps trying to go left. Back out to Stetson, or to Steck, who takes it inside, tries to get the layup, but defense is just there.
Hartfield with the ball. Bear River on the attack. Sorensen back to Hartfield. Inside to Sorensen. He goes up. No good.
Oh, Griffin finds the hardwood somehow, but
He tripped over his own feet? Or
I think he may have. Steck was there to gather the ball up for him, thank heavens, and give it back to him. Screen from Southwick. Matt goes all the way to the basket, and it bounces its way off the rim.
Never part of the rim, but down. Hartfield with the ball again for Bear River. Good little point guard. 3-pointer. Short. No good.
Almost an air ball into the hands of Griffin, who's going to try to push. Nothing was there. He'll back it out and look. He's going to go right down the lane, kick it over to Jensen Magleby. He'll take a 3 attempt.
No good.
Not
Richfield's
there.
not hitting their threes.
They're not.
Hartfield with the ball. 3:30 remaining here in the first half. 15-12, Bear River. About what we expected, folks. Tight game. No good there by Litchford.
Rebound by Steck.
I don't think Bear River's made one substitution this first half.
Oh, almost stolen. But Griffin with the 3-point attempt.
High ball game.
Almost at the 3-minute mark. We're dead even, Carl.
About what we thought, Glendon. Hartfield with the ball. Over to Dahl. Inside to Litchford. And one.
And they're going to count it.
Yeah. Nice fake. Richfield went for it and fouled him. Litchford has 7 points, a chance to make it 8. Now we're going to have a substitution here.
Dowley's going to go out for Bear River. Steck will come out for Richfield.
Marshall Pond, a 6'6" junior, comes in.
That's going to be a tough assignment for Thalman.
Litchford misses.
Coach Ranjane is up, sending the signal. Griffin squaring his man up. Dribbling right, going to go back out to Jackson Hunt. A little bit hard, but there's Thalman for the offensive rebound and the putback.
17-all, 2:20 remaining here in the first half. Boy, what a ball game, Glendon. These are evenly matched teams, as you said on the get-go.
They are, aren't they? Magleby really wanted that call to say it was last touch by Bear River, but the official sees that a little differently.
Tristan Hartfield take it out on the side.
We're going to see Jaron Stewart come into the ball game for Richfield, number 32. We haven't seen him in a few games on the floor.
No, we haven't.
The referees are looking at a wet spot right there. They've got Steck doing some towel boy work on the sideline while he takes a breather.
Hartfield on the sideline. Bring it in. Buse. Out front. Back to Hartfield. Coach Hunt knows what he wants. He's called a play. Let's see what they run.
2 minutes left in this half.
Buse. Hartfield on the wing. Drives the baseline. Throws it up. No good.
Jaron Stewart, who just came into the game, gets his first rebound.
Bear River still in the man-to-man defense.
Jackson Hunt with the ball over out to Jaron Stewart. Stewart looking, finds Magleby. Magleby's going to hold and look. He's going to find, looks like Turner. Turner's in the game as well. Griffin with the ball now, back out to Hunt. His guy almost right on top of him. Oh. Going to have an offensive foul on Jensen Magleby. Bear River player finds the hardwood.
Tristan Hartfield took it, went down, took the charge, push, whatever it was.
Magleby's a strong boy, and we hope he keeps his cool because
Gavin Frunk into the game for Bear River.
Jensen Magleby will come out, and Steck will come back in for Richfield.
Frunk brings it into Hartfield. 17 all, folks. A minute 16 remaining in the half. Pond over to Hartfield in the wing. Pond, Frunk, Sorensen, Hartfield. He drives, throws it over on the corner. Shot by Frunk, air ball, no good.
Richfield with the ball. Jackson Hunt has it down to Cade. Turner's all alone for Clay Turner.
I think that's the first lead Richfield's had, isn't it? 19-17, Richfield. 33 seconds left. I think Coach Hunt will go for one shot. Inside to the big guy, Litchford. He drives. Back outside, Pond. Hartfield. Good defense by Richfield. Litchford.
Oh. That was a quick turn and shoot for three right there. I think they're going to give it to him.
Is that a three?
Or did they just give him two? 5 seconds left. Jackson Hunt with the ball, back out to Griffin. Griffin trying to make a move, forces it up, rattles around, but pops out the front of the iron. We're going to go into half with a dead ball game, even at 19.
Wow, 19.
Man, oh man, Carl.
What a ball game.
Can we take a breath yet? We talked about this going to be a close game, folks, and how evenly we thought these teams matched up.
We'll take a break here and go back to studio for just a minute.
Hey, this is Dave Ogden. Halftime, adding a little color commentary to the game tonight. We're happy to be here. I'm here with Justin Jepson, a longtime Richfield resident, a great referee and umpire, and a good friend, Bob and Jeannie Jepson's son. And Justin, what's your take on this game? I mean, could it be any better than this?
No, not really. It's a little bit of a physical game, which is exactly what I had expected. I officiated Bear River earlier in the season, and I officiated Richfield earlier in the season, and it's exactly what I expected. I'm sure, as you noticed, the physical play on the inside, we're getting a lot of contact with the cutters, and not a lot of shots from the outside. I don't know if you noticed, but the Bear River is sagging in on the post, and not allowing the post play to really free up.
Good tough game. We couldn't ask for anything better than to have a tie game at halftime as far as the entertainment, and of course there's a lot of implications. This means the state an opportunity to go to state for both teams. The fans are excited. They're nervous. I'm sitting down there around some parents, and they're nervous. And but anyway, the implications, of having the South Severe coach back here.
Yeah, Hunt's back. You can tell that James and Hunt keep on looking down at each other like, "What you got? What you gonna do?"
Yeah. Well, it's just what you would really hope for in a good game like this, is a good close. I felt like they were calling it close for a few minutes. Then I saw some physical play that didn't get called, and I thought, well, that's great.
Yeah, it's nice to have the officials let the athletes be athletes and determine the game.
And I don't know what Carl has talked about during the game, but I noticed that under common opponents, they both beat North Sanpete and Juab with similar scores,
right?
Just very similar. So they're very evenly matched, and it's played out that way tonight. So
it'll be interesting to see as the strategies as coming out as the foul counts. We have a couple players on Richfield's side that have a little bit of foul trouble. So hopefully they're able to come back in, and hopefully that won't play too much of a.
Yeah. Well, Robinson, he took himself out of the game.
Yeah.
and that's what happens when you get the second foul early in the game. You're sitting down till halftime, and some of we had three? I think we have 3 or 4 players now with 2 fouls.
Yep.
But the coach, in an effort not to have them with 3 going at halftime, they got them out of there, and fortunately for Richfield, some of their younger players have stepped up and done a very good job. So,
and both teams, to their credit, started hitting some open jump shots. Their nerves settled down a little bit. You could tell at the end of the second quarter, you could start to get a little bit more in the flow of the game,
right.
and that was good to see.
Yeah. Well, it's just an exciting game and fun to have it in this great facility when we have a great crowd here. I know this side of the arena is packed,
right,
and good student representation. It's great to have the band here. When they stop playing, I can hear myself think.
Now, I believe the winner of this game plays a team from Southern Utah.
Yes.
I'm not sure who though.
I would tell you if I could think of it.
I want to say it's a Cedar team.
Snow Canyon.
Okay.
Yes.
Snow Canyon. Okay, that's great. And Snow Canyon's had a great season, so this will be really exciting to watch the remainder of this game and see who can make shots and play some defense. One thing I have noticed is that Richfield has really struggled to get offensive and defensive rebounds, and so Bear River's done a fantastic job of tipping balls out, getting second chance points, and so we'll see if Richfield's able to make that adjustment at halftime.
I noticed that they have that strategy. If it's a contested ball, they tip it out, and their guards are looking for it, ready for it. That's a good coaching.
Yeah, we'll see if Coach James is able to make that adjustment at halftime and get his guards to turn around and come back for that ball.
Hard to, it's something we learned at a very young age is to get somebody on your hip, keep them out of the basket. But that's, in the mix of things, it has a lot to do with just where the ball comes down. We're now making some awards for some great fans. I think they're applauding the Thalman's boy.
Oh, that's fantastic. He is at every game.
Yeah, is there anybody more regular than him? He's just here all the time.
There really isn't.
And everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Everybody's his big brother and his friend, and that's a great tribute to the Thalmans. And
absolutely.
Well, how exciting. Well, as this game goes forward, what do you think the challenge is for the coaches now as they're in there anticipating the second half?
I think the biggest challenge for Richfield is to keep their starters out on the floor, keep them out of foul trouble, and if they do get fouls, managing that time, as for instance, if Robinson gets that third foul, how much do you let him play? Number 23 for Bear River, he's a fantastic player.
Yes, he is.
But you want to keep Porter out on the floor. So that'll definitely be one of Richfield's biggest challenges.
Yeah, it certainly is, and they will be taking themselves out of the game. They get a third foul early. On both sides, they just take you out. Coaches want to keep them for later in the game.
I thought number 35 for Richfield, his name escapes me, did a really nice job there in the last 3 minutes, coming in, being physical with number 23,
right.
keeping him away from the glass, and then even beating him down floor one time for an uncontested layup.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
the Turner kid.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he did good.
And so it'll be, And also the Southwood kid did a nice job, made a couple of jump shots, did a nice job on the glass on the defensive side. Wasn't able to get any offensive rebounds, but he made some jump shots. So just, mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's just going to be an interesting second half. I can see it being closely contested right to the end of the game.
Yeah, I really think this game is going to come down to the last minute or even 30 seconds. Who has the ball last?
Yeah. Hey, Justin, thanks for spending some time with us, and thanks for all you do in the community and your wonderful folks all through the years.
It was a pleasure.
They're special.
Good talking to you.
Thank you. Back to Carl Aubrich.
Thanks to Mr. Jepson and the mayor right there. Really quickly, we've got not a whole lot of time left, but I caught up with. Jared Thalman. I thought I'd heard him catch up with you, Jared. That was your little brother, Garrison, down there getting recognized tonight. That was pretty cool for him.
Yeah, that was awesome.
There's not very many things happen in Wildcat country that he's not part of.
That's right. He's the #1 fan, but the school and the community have been great to him. It's been a real blessing for him. That's his favorite thing is Wildcat sports.
He is. He's definitely a super fan earner. And really quickly, before we go back to the game, we've got to get back to the game. Just some quick thoughts from you, Dad. You've got a senior on the floor, number 23, Jackson. Quick impression of the game. What do you think we need to do?
It's been a tough game so far. I think Bear River's done a good job on the offensive rebounds. I think that's been a difference in the game so far. If we can keep working, we got a couple offensive rebounds right there, which is pretty good. I think a few jitters to start the game. Our defense has been pretty good for the most part. Bear River's a good team, though. We'll have to play well to come out on top.
Well, we're going to let you. We're going to let you go back down and sit by your wife and enjoy the game.
Thank you.
And appreciate you coming up, taking a minute with us.
Thanks.
Early on in the game, 3 quick shot attempts by Richfield, unable to convert, but Porter Robinson's going to get the foul. Good to see him back in the game. Hopefully he can keep himself out of foul trouble. That's good to see Richfield come out with that kind of energy and intensity right off the bat to get something going for themselves.
Yeah, they got about 3 offensive rebounds there, Glendon.
Well, it's nice to see them get one instead of it just going one way.
So, lots of interviewing there, huh?
Trying to sneak him in, and the game gets going, and we've got to get back to the serious matters.
He missed that shot, didn't he?
Doesn't get his first one, no.
That foul went against number 23.
Does get his second one.
Michael Richford, the big guy. That's his second. Bear River with the ball. Hartfield. Richfield has a 1-point lead as we start the third period.
Richfield still in their man-to-man.
Hartfield inside. Litchford. Buse cuts off. And he got the layup. Bridger Buse. That's his first basket.
They've got that play on that right side where they come off that screen and find themselves open.
Yep.
Down to a science. Griffin's going to have the ball for Richfield, brings it down. Right at the top, finds Magleby. Magleby looks inside to Robinson, doesn't have it, finds Thalman. Right at front of the foul line. Back to Thalman again, to Griffin, who's going to dribble right. Keeps going right. Robinson's going to make a move on his man to the inside of the paint, has nothing. Griffin does a little spin move to get to the board.
Oh, nice move. Woo! Beautiful move by Griffin. Richfield goes up 1. Hartfield with the ball. Litchford goes up, gets 2.
Robinson and Thalman both tried to contest that shot, but he got it over him.
Litchford has 9 in the game, Glendon.
Having a good game. Griffin sent the signal, has everybody moving. Thalman has it in the right corner. Finds Steck wide open.
Got it. He hits it. Richfield goes up 1.
Little back and forth going on.
Tell your wife to keep track of the lead changes.
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of them. Tough defense by Richfield. Number 20 goes down. That's Dahl. He gets up.
think he's hoping for a whistle, but
Hartfield at front. In abuse. Hartfield inside the Litchford. Jump hook, short, no good.
Thalman gathers up the rebound for Richfield, gives it to Griffin. He's going to wait for the rest of his team to catch up. Finds Steck back out front, top court again. He's going to go into the middle with it, with a little switch, but he doesn't get that.
Too much English.
A little too much, a little hard on the glass too.
Hartfield out front. We're down to 5 minutes in the third period, folks. Hartfield just not making them tonight.
Steck will gather up the rebound. He's got Magleby down on the left side, who finds Steck again. Griffin has it and looks into Porter Robinson, who's going to make a move on his guy.
Reverse.
Oh, left it short. He gets his own offensive rebound, but it's long the second time.
Too strong, too strong. Nice rebound effort, though. Hartfield with the ball now for Bear River. 1 point Richfield lead. Hartfield drives the baseline. They're going to call a foul.
Is that going to be on Robinson? It is. It's going to be his third.
Yeah, that's his third. Hartfield will go the line. Tristan, he's a senior point guard, 5'9". He'll have two. First one's up and good.
If there's one thing I can think of that's been hampering Richfield in their scheme, it's that they haven't been able to keep Porter on the floor like they wanted to.
Hartfield will have a second shot, up and good. Good free throw shooter. He has two, and they take a 1 point lead.
Another lead change.
Yeah.
Griffin sending the signal, tells these guys to get moving, get moving. Magleby down on the left corner. He's going to take it inside and go for the rack, and he gets it.
Got it. Nice drive.
All the way around to the right side of the rim for the layup.
He's strong. He held himself in there.
He's a stout kid.
Yes, he is. Hartfield to Litchford. No, excuse me. Dahl. He drives, throws up a little teardrop, and it goes in. Nice shot. That's Dahl's 4th point.
Griffin with the ball, looking to set something up for the Wildcats.
Bear River goes back up by one. Another lead change.
I'm telling you. Magleby with the ball, finds Stex in the left corner. Back out to Magleby. Dribble to the top, back over to Steck in the left side for a three.
Got it.
Let's have another lead change, Paul.
29-27 Richfield, folks. We got a good game going here. The winner has all the marbles onto the state tournament in Cedar City, and the loser goes home. No good by Hartfield.
Here comes Matt. Oh, a little contact, no whistle. He's going to find Jensen, who's going to go. Oh, but they're going to get him.
Offensive foul on Magleby Jensen.
Little too much momentum.
Or Jensen Magleby, excuse me.
They're going to say the Bear River guy was planted and ready.
He comes out.
Jackson Hunt will come in for Magleby.
Richfield up by 2, 2:48 remaining in the third. This quarter's going fast. Hartfield with the ball. Good little point guard for Bear River. Number 20 throws it up, no good. That was Dahl.
Rebound down by Jackson Hunt to Griffin. Giving his signals over to Jackson Hunt again. Hunt's going to bring it out top and find Steck. Steck looks things over. Finds Hunt down on the left corner. Back out to Steck. Steck over to Griffin. Looking over to Steck, who's on the right corner now. Into Thalman, who's he's met by the defense. Got his own rebound, but blocked again. Thalman trying to get that ball back in a frustration foul.
The crowd did not like that call, Brendan.
We're going to have a timeout. I think Richfield's going to call it. I don't know if we have a full or a
That was the third foul.
So we've got Porter Robinson and Jackson Thalman, the two bigs for Richfield, both with 3 on them.
Yeah. High Country Auto Center down there on Main Street. Robin Henry in his new building. One of our great sponsors. ERA Brokers Consolidated. Serving Sevier County's real estate needs. Braden Gardner, give him a call. He's a good guy.
I had a friend come down from Salt Lake that needed some property moved. Had a grandparent pass away and says, who should we list that with? Well, I didn't know who. He found Braden on his own and says, I don't know who that guy is, but he's a hustler.
Yeah, Braden's a good guy.
I'm sure if you have some real estate needs, he can certainly help you out with those.
Richfield up by 2. Bear River with the ball. Hartfield, the steady point guard. Whoa,
hard screen.
Number 20, Nate Dahl.
We went from boos to cheers, Carl.
Yeah, that's his third.
We're going to see Thalman come out with 3 on him, and Clay Turner. Clay Turner, number 35, will check in for Thalman.
And number 24, Mason Anderson, a junior, 6 threes coming in for Dahl with the 3 fouls.
Richfield with the ball, Griffin bringing it down.
Still up by 2.
About a minute 45 on the clock or so left. Turner with the ball, finds Griffin. Screen from Turner. Finds him inside. He turns around for the shot, but it comes loose. No call.
What's the problem?
We've got a stray buzzer somewhere.
Buzzer went off. We got a problem.
While the referees decide that, folks, we're a minute 27 unless there's a clock change. Still 29-27 Richfield, and what I would call a high caliber game.
Well, I think the bench wanted, the scorers table wanted to know what was going on there, and now they're giving the ball.
Looks like they're going to have a technical foul shot right here.
On whom? Who is that on?
Oh,
he missed it.
Has the opportunity.
There was a technical called on Bear River, evidently. I don't know if it was the bench or a player.
Gets his second one.
So I got straightened out by a good Bear River parent, point guard's dad. There's 2 24s in the game, or they didn't have him down on the roster, and the bench, the scorers table didn't know what was going on, so that's a technical on Bear River's team. Did he make one of them?
He gets his second shot, so we go up one more to make it 30-27.
And the ball.
And the ball back, and Stetson Southwood gets the assist from Jackson Hunt.
Boy, that's a critical mistake there by Bear River. Hartfield with the ball. Richfield goes up 5. Minute left. 3-pointer, good. Hartfield.
Big shot from the guard.
He's a steady guard, and he made his 3-pointer.
Brings him back to within 2. Richfield with the ball. Nice crossover move. Takes it to the middle, finds Clay Turner. Clay Turner with a nice jump up.
Good little soft jumper there.
Nice little 10-foot basket to give Richfield a 4-point cushion again.
25 seconds remaining. Hartfield out front. Litchford sets the screen. Hartfield still out front. Bear River spreads it out. Hartfield drives the middle, fakes it, throws it up, no good.
Taken away by Bear
taking
River.
it away. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Fakes. Hartfield goes up, no good. Wow, what a ball game. The end of 3, folks, 34-30 Richfield. Gives us a chance to mention our sponsors again, Glendon. We haven't spent too much time on those. It's been too exciting of a game, but we appreciate them.
I'm sitting here looking at my stats, by the way, Carl, and I don't know. I'm going to tell folks right now, if I start giving you stats, I'm not guaranteeing any accuracy because this game's been too hard to watch, let alone try to do the stats for.
Well, I have 9 points by Litchford, the center, number 23. I have 6 by Gunnar Sorensen, 4 by Nate Dahl, 5 by Tristan Hartville.
Over on Richfield side, it looks like Matt Griffin's going to have 8. Jensen Magleby has 5. Porter Robinson is 4 for 6 from the foul line and nothing from the floor. Jalen Steck has 7. Stetson Southwick and Clay Turner both at 4.
Be Bear River ball midcourt. Start of the 4th quarter, folks. Richfield with a 4-point lead. Here's Hartville on the wing. Back out to number 11, a 3-pointer. Bridger Buse gets a 3.
Brings them to within 1, 34-33 Richfield, and Richfield with the ball.
That was a nice play out of the time or the quarter break there.
Hunt with the ball. Oh, Bear River pops it loose, but he saves it, gets it back to Griffin up top. Griffin back to Hunt. Looking inside for Robinson. He finds himself alone.
Somebody missed the defensive assignment there.
And I'll bet Coach Hunt's not happy.
Richfield goes up 3, 7:18 remaining. Good ball game, folks. Hope you're enjoying it out there in KTTA land. Inside, no good. Richfield goes down, gets the ball.
Back into Porter Robinson, who's going to move on his guy. Oh! Ball just wouldn't fall in. It rolls its way back out, but he's going to get the contact and go to the line for 2.
Porter's missed some easy ones in there that just won't go down. They've touched every part of the rim.
He's only 4 for 6 from the foul line. Let's see if he can get both of these.
That foul went against Litchford. That's his 3rd. So I show 2 players from Bear River with 3.
Second shot is up and an air ball.
Whoa. Lack of concentration. Richfield up by 4.
5 for 8 from the 9 on the line for Porter.
Hartville. Buse. Sorensen. Hartville. Dahl. Buse. Sorensen. Oh, they're warming up.
It's a tough shot over Jackson Hunt, but he gets it. Coach Jane's on the floor now, sending calls. Griffin to Steck. Steck looking, doesn't see anybody, but he finds Porter Robinson on the elbow, and he's going to move on his man again. He really wants to get that inside game going. He's going to be rewarded with another foul.
That's on Nate Dahl. That'll be his 4th.
We talked in the previous game, Carl, about Porter putting his game together with his good footwork, and right now things aren't going his way shooting. He does make the first foul shot, but he is making that footwork pay off by getting to the line.
Some good moves in there.
He is. And he gets his second one this time.
4-point lead now for the Cats. 6:19 left in the game. Hartville with the ball. They weave it out front. Buse, Hartville, trying to go inside to Litchford. He does, and they're going to have a foul on Porter.
That's going to be Porter's 4th.
Yes, that's 4 on Porter Robinson.
Here comes Clay Turner. They're going to have a substitution to get Porter out of the game. Probably a good idea. There's still a lot of ball game left and not a big point differential.
Hartville on the baseline, out front. Back to Hartville in the corner. 3-pointer, no good. That was a push by 20 though there. He got away with it.
Rebound ends up offensively for Bear River.
Bear River on the baseline, shoots three. The two-pointer good by number 15, Gunnar Sorensen. He has 8 points in the game.
Tell you what, Bear River's making some tough shots.
They are, and they're making them this quarter.
Ball across court to Steck. Steck's going to face a double team. He's looking to get out of it. He finds Hunt. Hunt bounce pass to Griffin. He's out on top. Now they're going to double team him.
Yeah, Bear River's going into a trap out front every time somebody gets the ball. There's a three. No good.
They're going to save it Richfield.
Yeah, it went off Litchford, I believe.
Him and Stetson Southwick fighting hard for that, and they're going to reward Richfield with that play. Hunt will have the inbound. He's going to find Griffin. Griffin on the left bottom corner, go baseline. Tries the reverse, doesn't get the layup, but he does get the foul.
I think that foul was on 11. Buse. Yes, his second.
It could just be me, Carl, but I feel like I'm seeing Richfield get a little more aggressive in taking it to the basket.
No, I think you're correct.
Misses
make
his
the free
first.
throws, though.
Yeah, that's going to come back to haunt you. 2-point game like this, you want everything that you get.
You know, I like the welcome sign down there. Welcome Bear River. You don't see that very often. Made that one.
Does get his second one with Principal Goobler. I know he's big on the sportsmanship aspect of this program.
3-point lead now for the Cats. Hartfield on the wing, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Richfield.
Mag will be using his strength to get that. Clay Turner, they go clear down court to Clay, back out to Hunt. Kicks it out to Griffin. They're going to get him on a double dribble.
Yeah, he did.
Tough break.
He dropped the ball, and then he caught it, and then he dribbled it. 3-point lead here for the Cats. 4:40 remaining in the game. Hartfield with the ball. Gets a screen from Litchford. Hartfield goes down. He's tripped. A blocking foul. I think he got hit in the face, too.
Yeah, he's holding his eye like maybe his eye.
He's all right. He's a tough kid.
I don't think you can play on Coach Hunt's teams and not know how to hit the floor.
It's going to be Bear River ball. A common foul on the baseline. Hartfield goes down, take it out. That foul was on number 12.
Matt Griffin.
Now the ref's going to talk to the two big boys and tell them to quit pushing each other or trying to get position underneath. Hartfield in. Buse. Two-pointer no good.
It's going to be a foul.
Foul on number 20, I believe. Nate Dahl, that's all for him.
Is that his fifth?
If that's him, if they called a foul there, but I think this ref out here is saying it was something else. Nope, didn't call a foul.
Just going to say last touch by Bear River.
That's all. Yep, good call. I'm glad. Just let them play.
I like to see the referees get together and discuss it too. Make sure they're getting the right call.
Richfield gets it across after the pressure.
Jensen Magleby has the ball. Doesn't find anything open. They're going to squeeze the double to him.
They're going to trap
the ball
every time somebody gets the ball.
Turner has the ball. Right there's Griffin.
Outside.
Hunt with the fake.
Reach around.
Loose, still ball.
Number Buse reached around, tipped it away, and gets the layup on the breakaway.
1-point game, folks, with 3:55 left.
Sometimes they'll call that foul on the reach around, but they didn't there.
Hunt has the ball on the right side. Turner's going to try a three.
Got it.
Hits it.
Turner for three, and Richfield goes up 4. Hartfield shoots a three, goes down, no call.
Griffin pushes the ball. Doesn't get it, but it sounds like there's a whistle on the floor.
What was the call?
I don't know, but it's going Bear River
I think
way.
he pointed right there, and I think Richfield stepped out of bounds.
Yep, caught him crossing the sideline right there.
Buse into Hartfield. Some of these Bear River players have played the whole game. They haven't set a minute. Hartfield being one of them. Back out to Hartfield. Richfield up by 4, 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. He's going to drive. He throws it up, no good.
Contact, number 23 on Bear River is going to get a foul for Body and Porter Robinson.
That'll be Litchford, the 6'4" center. If that's him, that'd be number 3.
Number 4.
4, yeah.
We're getting down to where fouls are critical now, Carl.
Especially if it goes overtime. Robinson to the line.
Porter hit his last 2, and let's see if he can keep that flow going. Ready for his first one, takes his one dribble, hits it. Second one's up and good.
That's the largest lead of the game, I believe, Glendon. 6-point lead for Richfield. 3 minutes remaining, folks. Hartfield out front. Buse into Litchford. He drives, throws up a little jump hook, no good. Rebound, Richfield.
Magleby pulls it down.
I sense a little urgency on Bear River's part. Little pressure here now. Let's see if Richfield gets it across.
We've got a timeout on the Richfield side.
That was a good call. That might have been close.
Yeah, it looked like they were having a hard time advancing the ball, and smartly Coach Jane calls the timeout.
I hope you folks are enjoying this state play-in game here at RHS. It is one good ball game between the Richfield Wildcats and the Bear River. These are evenly matched teams. And it's been a well-played ball game and a well-refereed game.
It really has.
I don't think the refs have been unfair either way. They've let them play. Team fouls are about the same.
About even. Looks like the whistle's going both ways, and I'll tell you the other thing is they're letting these kids play their style. They're playing a good physical game, Carl, but they're not letting them play dirty.
Right. And there are some people in foul trouble on both teams.
When you're looking at a state play-in game, this is what you're thinking of.
Just run through those sponsors quickly. Just name them.
Well, of course, we got Jorgensen's Honda, who at the end of this game, we're going to have a hard assignment trying to figure out who's the recipient of that player of the game. I'll tell you what, if Jorgensen's doesn't have it, you probably don't need it. Richfield City again, Dave Mayer, you saw at halftime. Mayor Dave Bogdan, at halftime with a former Wildcat. Christensen's Department Store, Magleby Mortuary. Jensen Magleby right there, the son of Magleby. One of the mortuary owners. Inbounds the ball to Griffin. Griffin back to Magleby. 3-point attempt. Got it. Good by Kalen Steck. That'll bring everybody out of their chairs, Carl.
That's a 9-point lead now. Baseline, inside to Litchford. He puts it up and in, easy.
Richfield with the ball, Steck out to Griffin. They need to advance that ball. He's going to dribble and get it across half line to Robinson. Oh, but he throws it off the leg of a Bear River player, so Richfield will keep it by luck.
Oh, what a break for Richfield.
It really was.
7-point lead, 2 minutes to go.
I think probably nerves starting to come into play now on both sides.
Yeah, sense of urgency on both teams, especially Bear River as they're behind.
Jensen inbounds the play to Steck. Steck with the ball. They've got him doubled, but he finds Porter Robinson, who kicks it out to Griffin. Back to Steck.
They don't need to score. They're
going to have a jump ball. They tie him up. Richfield possession.
Buse thought he had a jump
they're going
ball.
to say timeout.
Oh, did they?
Richfield gets a timeout before the jump call.
Okay.
Another smart call by the Richfield coaching staff.
Yeah, I'll say. He was in trouble.
He was in trouble.
7-point lead, folks. Minute 50 remaining in the ball game. Hope you've enjoyed this state play-in game here from Richfield High School on 8.2. We've enjoyed bringing it to you over KTTA 8.2. And we'll probably have some 2A games for you next week from the Sevier Valley Center on KTTA 8.1.
I love playoff time.
It's a great time of year with all these tournaments.
Oh, it is. I love the game anyway, but then when kids really put their hearts out there, and when all the marbles are on that very last game, it's just hard to get better than this. Richfield with the ball to Griffin. Throws it into Stetson Southwick to the corner with Robinson, out to Steck.
I think they're going to play four corners and wait for the foul.
They are, and Richfield's in the bonus.
Oh, 3. Which when I said that? That shows you what I know.
Wide open three-point shot.
Got it.
Gets it. Nobody picked up that man.
Litchford for 3.
Bear River's going to call a timeout.
Four-point lead for the Cats. Minute 26 remaining. Bear River's going to press. We'll see if Richfield can handle it. Into Porter. Thrown away almost. Saved by Richfield. The referee's counting. They better get it across. Oh, he's going to call a foul on Buse. He didn't like the call. Oh.
Buse thought that should have been an offensive, and he's not happy. Goes to the sideline where he can vent a little bit away from the referee.
That foul's on number 11, Buse.
We're going to have Matt Griffin at the line. Richfield hasn't shot exceptionally well from the foul line tonight, but here's a chance for them to keep that lead and extend a little bit if he can hit these. First one's good.
Good pressure free throw.
Yeah, that rim always gets a little smaller when it gets to this situation.
Got them both. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. Minute 18. Hartfield gets the screen from Litchford, drives all the way in, gets a layup.
What a nice move.
Nice little left-handed layup, and Bear River calls timeout, cuts the lead to 4.
Minute 9 left, 4-point lead. Richfield's in the bonus the rest of the game. Coach Scott Hunt wants to talk about this.
Well, it's been a good one, folks. We hope you've enjoyed it over KTTA 8.2. Appreciate Michael Parsons on the camera tonight, covering for us, making correcting all of our mistakes and helping us bring this broadcast to you. Michael, thank you. Appreciate Mari back at the studio. You know, Michael's even let the guy from Bear River tune into our audio, and he's corrected me a couple times tonight. I appreciate that. I know he's not very happy right now because his team's losing. His son is the point guard, Tristan Hartfield. He's a senior point guard, and he's played a heck of a ball game.
He really has played a good game.
Oh, Richfield will have it out, Glendon. Minute 9, 4-point lead.
It'll be interesting to see if they do this press they used to do with South Severe. I think we may have seen this before somewhere, Carl.
Oh yeah, this is a famous Coach Hunt press here. They faked going all the way down, got it into Porter, back in, brings it across.
Magleby advances it, gets it across in time, out to Griffin, back to Magleby.
Tipped away by Bear River. They save it. Buse loses it.
Oh, and then they're going to call a foul on Griffin.
Common foul. It's only the 6th foul. It'll be on the side.
It's only Griffin's second.
Good hustle there by both teams.
It was.
Bear River could have had a layup out of that.
With only 51 seconds left.
Buse takes it out. Nice play off the, what a beautiful play. Gunnar Sorensen makes the basket. That was a beautiful inbounds play by Bear River. They're only down by 2 now. 49 seconds.
Richfield takes a timeout. They want to see what they're going to do with this out of timeout play.
Well, it's still anybody's game, Glendon.
Well, Carl, we've got to come up with a player of the game, and I'm telling you, it's just about anybody's game on that too.
I haven't kept stats for Richfield tonight, but your wife has.
It's looking like, if you just went statistically, Matt Griffin has had a heck of a game tonight. Porter Robinson has had one easy layup. Hasn't really done great from the floor. He's been to the foul line a lot. He's went, I think, he's 7 for 10 from the foul line.
Let's wait till this one's over to call it. We might have a whole new winner.
Yeah, well, as close as this is, yeah, we might have 8 more.
Oh, Richfield will have it out. Bear River will press them again. They'll put the big boys in there to intimidate them. Gunnar Sorensen will be on the inbound for Bear River.
Magleby with the pass in. Richfield's in motion, finds Steck. Steck gets doubled, finds Griffin. He's got to move. Finds Magleby, but he's got to get it across, and he does.
Barely.
The time
barely.
Timeout. He's in trouble, and so
James. Yeah, he was on the sideline and had 2 players on him. That's the same as 3 players.
It is.
Good defense by Bear River. So Richfield's got to take care of the ball on the inbounds. And they really need another basket, Lyndon. Or some free throws.
You know, and Bear River's playing good defense, not fouling on those 2. They know they're in the bonus and doing their best to play that the way that they are without giving Richfield free shots.
Well, I'll tell you what, both of these teams are well coached. Coach Hunt, of course, coached at South Sevier and did well for several years.
Really successful there.
Yeah, very successful. Coach James has done well here at Richfield, both in the 2A and 3A.
Evenly matched teams, both teams really disciplined.
Yeah, well coached, players are playing hard. It's been a great game.
34 seconds left. It's going to come down to nerves, I think, Carl. Either nerves or timeouts. Into Griffin. Griffin has the ball. They smartly double him up. Trying to get free. He's trying to step through. He finds Steck, who does get fouled.
By number 15, Gunnar Sorensen.
Time drops down to 24 or 27 and a half seconds.
That's the second foul on Gunnar Sorensen.
Double bonus. Steck will shoot 2. Is it just 1?
He's only got 9 fouls.
Oh, 9, my mistake. I counted wrong.
Missed it.
Really needed
River
that.
got it. 24 seconds. We'll see if they go for a 3-pointer to win or to tie in overtime. Out front, inside. 12 seconds. 3-pointer, good! By Hartfield with 9 seconds remaining. Wow.
That young man's had a game.
You know what? That was an NBA 3-pointer. And he was fading back.
Under pressure.
Under pressure. What a shot. Wow.
9.5 seconds left. Got a 1-point game with Richfield's possession coming up.
Bear River up by 1. That's their first lead since the end of the 3rd. That brought the Bear River folks up. Boy, what a ball game.
I think everybody's having a hard time staying in their seats right now.
What a killer shot there by Tristan Hartfield, the senior point guard, 5'9". He was fading away from 3-point land, and that nothing but net.
Right now, I'm sure Coach Hunt's saying, don't foul, don't foul, don't foul.
Richfield's got 9.5 seconds to get it down the floor. What do? Do you run all the way in on the try to get a layup, or that's what I do?
I was just sitting here trying to think what the options would be. I know Richfield would love to have contact early on this press if they could get some free shots out of it, but if they've got to expect to try to just do something on their own with the ball. And here we go. Griffin has it. He's going to have to push it. Loses his man as he falls down. Got to travel. Folks, I think that's going to do it. Matt Griffin falls down. They call a travel on the play. Bear River's going to take a timeout.
1.9 seconds remaining. Bear River with the ball. They said he traveled.
He got down there in the tall timber, got himself caught up and went down, and they, instead of calling contact, say...
I know some of the assistant coaches on Richfield thought he was fouled, but they didn't call. You don't get those calls at the end of the game.
No, you don't.
Well, looks a little bleak here for Richfield, Glendon.
I'm not exactly sure what Rand James is drawing up, but he's got the grease board at work. .9
remaining. Bear River will have the ball. It would take a miraculous interception and a long three-pointer to win this. Got to give Bear River credit, Glendon. They fought back. They were down. 8.
Yeah, at least 8. Chiseled away, got themselves back in, got the confidence up. And here they are holding the 1-point lead with 1.9 left in this contest. Long pass down the floor.
He tries to dunk it, no good. Bear River wins the ball game, 51-50. They travel all the way down here from Garland, Utah. Come from behind. A great victory for Coach Hunt and his team.
Well played contest on both sides of the game. Richfield, right now, they're going to go home with the long faces because this is the end of the season for them, and Bear River's going to go on to see Snow Canyon.
That's right. They'll play Snow Canyon on Thursday. What a heartbreaking loss for the Richfield Wildcats, and what an exhilarating victory for Coach Hunt and his Bear River team. They were down 8 or 9 in that fourth quarter and battled back because Richfield had a 34-30 lead at the end of 3.
The end of the third, that's correct. Great effort by both camps.
Yeah.
You know, and if this is, you talked about it earlier, they might call this a play-in game, but this really is a state play game. And when you get a game this close and this kind of energy and this kind of hustle and two really well-coached and disciplined teams like this, Carl, this is a good game. I'll tell you, you're right, Tristan Hartfield, what a game he had tonight.
I know the player of the game usually goes to the home team, but I'm going to give it to Tristan Hartfield. 5'9" point guard, a senior. He made that three-pointer at the end. He had 2 threes, 8, 10 points. Number 25. What do you say?
I'll tell you.
They wouldn't have won it without him.
No, they wouldn't have won that without him, and he was solid the whole game, first to fourth quarter.
He kept their offense going all the time. I know Griffin had a good game for Richfield with more points, but Hartfield controlled the tempo for Bear River, hit that fadeaway 3 with a man on him. That actually gave him the 1-point lead.
Well, I'll tell you, after a victory like that, it makes that long bus ride home a little better, a little shorter.
Yeah, there's a lot of well-wishers down there from South Sevier and Richfield giving Coach Hunt congratulations.
I was just looking at Lynn Parsons. There's Lynn Parsons down there. I'm used to seeing him with the headsets on, but he's down there just had a few words from Coach Hunt congratulating him, and I know that they've had opportunities through the years to swap some basketball IQ.
We're going to see if we can get Coach Hunt up here for an interview after the game. Great victory. You know, I was just told that Coach Hunt has never lost to Coach James.
Well, I think the last time I saw them play in postseason play like this was that state championship game 3 years ago.
Yeah.
When Race Parsons in that game was juniors in school, and a little bigger margin of victory, but it was the same outcome. Richfield came home with their heads in their hands, and South Severe went home with smiles on their faces. And tonight, Coach Hunt slips another one in on them.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet for Richfield and South Severe fans. I know there's a lot of love in their heart for Coach Hunt. So I think, give him credit. Why don't you go over the stats for Richfield?
Well, just on the points in for the Richfield group, Jensen Magleby ends the night with 5, Matt Griffin with 11, Jackson Tallman gets on the scoreboard with 2, Porter Robinson with 11, mostly from the foul line for him. He only had 1 clean shot. Jalen Steck has 10, Stetson Southwick gives him 4, Clay Turner, who doesn't get a lot of play time, but Clay Turner turns in 7 for the Richfield group. On the Bear River side, we've got Bridger Benz, how do you say his name, Buse? Bridger Buse, my apologies, with 7, Gunnar Sorensen 14, Nate Dowley 6. Right there's Michael that we talked about before.
Mike Litchford, the big center, got 14.
And
Tristan Hartfield, the little point guard, got 10, but he hit 2 threes in that second half. 13. I stand corrected.
Yeah, 13 for Hartfield. I thought he had a solid game too. I don't know if he came out of the game, did he, Carl?
No, he played the whole game. And you know what? He run Bear River's offense the whole night. I can see his parents down there. They're pretty happy about it. Richfield had it in the bag and it got out. But that's the way it goes. You got to play till the final buzzer. You could have called a foul when Griffin drove down there in the tall timber on that last drive.
You're right. It could have went either way.
But referees in a playoff game in the last few seconds, they don't blow those whistles. They swallow them. And you got to give the Hartfield kid credit for hitting that 3-pointer and carrying them into the win. That's what put them ahead.
Well, and if you watch this game, all I can say is we had 32 minutes of excellent basketball, I thought.
Oh, it was a great game if you like basketball.
Oh.
I'd like to see if we could get Coach Hunt up here.
If they don't get him, we ought to probably maybe grab one of his players.
Yeah, let's try to get that.
I don't know what that region's set up like. I know that in their region they've got a few schools that, not unlike any other schools, put some distance on them. They've got Ben Lomond, Juan Diego, Logan, Morgan, Venture Academy. Those are all schools in that region. I just don't know how far they're used to traveling for games, but from Garland to here, that's a pretty good stretch.
He's going to come up, I think, so we'll have Coach Hunt in a few minutes. But if you like basketball, folks, you had to like that ball game. That was some ball game. And I know the Richfield fans are disappointed. They're not going to be going to Cedar City on Thursday. But on the other side of the coin, Bear River, a lot of people happy for Coach Hunt. What a statistic, though. I was not aware that Coach Hunt had never lost to Coach Janes.
No, I didn't know that either.
But that's a fact.
I do know that over their history together, they've had some really good games.
They have.
I don't think any of them have ever been easy.
Both in the 2A and now in the 3A. But great ball game, great play-in game, both sides.
So, folks, we mentioned it before. Richfield Lady Cats, who won last night against Logan, will be visiting Snow Canyon to continue their postseason play. And
well, they won't be visiting. They'll be on a neutral floor.
That's right. It's SUU. That's neutral floor. And instead of Richfield, boys team going down to see Snow Canyon on the boys side, it'll be the Bear River Bears.
Here comes Coach Hunt now.
I was kind of hoping for a Richfield Snow Canyon matchup. That would have been kind of fun.
Well, Coach Hunt, you pulled it out. Somebody just told me that you had never lost a game against Coach Janes. Is that correct?
I don't keep track of that stuff. I know that we had a pretty good run there for a little while, but What a game tonight, huh? What a game.
Boy, you couldn't ask for a better play-in game. A better basketball game. If you love basketball, you like this game.
Well, I thought our defense is pretty good D, and I knew they played pretty good D, or really good D, so I knew it was going to be possessions and points was going to be a premium, and you saw that tonight. I thought we got a lot of good looks, actually, the first half, and we just couldn't knock them down, but, they're all pressured, but my guys can make those shots, but in a game like this, when everything's on the line, those shots are a little tougher to make, And Richfield didn't shoot real good the first half either. They missed a lot of good looks. And second half, they made a good run on us, and we just couldn't seem to make baskets. That was the main thing. We just had a heck of a time getting scores. And when we were down 9, whatever it was, with 2.5 minutes, that was a tough spot right there. We say, hey, we got to go come out and put some pressure on them, see what we can do. And I think the pressure obviously helped us. We kind of turned the tables there, got a couple steals, and got them kind of back on their heels. And just went in our favor tonight. That was a game could have obviously gone either way. And Tristan, my point guard, really struggled tonight shooting the ball. But I told him, I said, hey, you keep shooting. You're going to make, because he's a great player and great shooter. And I said, you just keep shooting the ball. You're going to make the game winner tonight.
Well, his dad was recording the game for you over here.
Yeah.
KTTA's headset, so he was telling me how to pronounce Buse and some of those.
Okay.
But anyway, Glendon and I awarded him the player of the game because he was steady out there. He run your offense, and that three-pointer fading away was an NBA player with a guy on him.
Yeah.
And that was a great shot. That's what gave you the game.
Absolutely. That was a game winner. And, he's such a good shooter. I mean, he had a couple stretches this year where he went 9 of 11 against Logan. He was 9 of 11, 27 points, all from three-point line, some big, tough shots. And then he followed that up the next game, 6 of 8, I think it was. And I think he was 15 of 20 in 2 games from three-point line. And I really expected him to come out tonight, and he's a gamer, and I really thought that he was going to come out and really just shoot it up. But, games are different every night, and this will be one. I think he'll get over, this, and I think come Thursday when we play again, he'll be ready for this moment, and he'll do a great job.
I see your wife down there. I'd like to get her viewpoint of coming back down here. She's got a lot of friends, and I see you got a lot of hugs from a lot of friends.
Well, let me tell you, this is home for us. We raised our family here in this valley, and it was with mixed emotions that I even went up north, and sometimes I wonder about that. But I'll tell you, we love this place. This is still, we talk about it. Where would you call home? And we say Sevier County. That's our home. And I don't know what it is about this place. I thought, well, we can go someplace else and fit in and be fine. But you know what? I think we have. But Sevier County is still awfully dear to my heart. I love this place. I love these people. I love the Richfield group. I love the Monroe group, and it's just a great place to be, and we certainly do miss it.
Well said, Coach. When it all boils down to it, it's about relationships and friendships. Basketball's a game, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So, it was good for us to come down and play, and I feel bad for Rand. I feel bad for those players. Richfield is just a gutty, hard-nosed team. This is one of those games you hate to see anybody losing. We've all lost our share. If you're in this gig long enough, you're going to lose a game like this. So we lost in the quarterfinals last year at the 3-point Hail Mary shot at the buzzer to knocked us out, and we had the game won with 2 seconds to go, and they throw in from the full court, and they throw in a shot, and it's hard. But these games are hard, and it's a hard game. But I'll tell you, and anybody listening, Rand James is a quality individual, and he does a great job. His team's prepared. They play great, solid, hard-nosed defense. They don't give you good looks. He's going to be in every game. He's going to be every season, have success, and I wish them the best. And this is one of those games you hate to see anybody lose.
That's right. Glendon and I commented on it. Lots of lead changes, and you guys travel long distance down here. Now you got to go home, and then you got to go back to Cedar City and meet Snow Canyon. How do you see that?
Well, I haven't really looked a lot of Snow Canyon. I did watch when I was preparing for Juan Diego. I saw Snow Canyon play Juan Diego, and I wasn't really focusing on Snow Canyon, but we'll go take a look at them and see where we're at. The travel doesn't really bother us. I don't know. When you're in this gig long enough, you learn how to prepare your kids for travel, and it's no, but you just approach it like, hey, it's another game. Yeah, we got to travel. That's fine.
When you have a win like this, it makes the bus ride a little shorter, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a nice ride home. But I tell you what, I never thought we was going to win that game till the very last second. We've lost, like you mentioned before, the pregame, 2 or 3 games on the same scenario where we're up with 10 seconds to go and they hit shots on us. So, tonight it happened to bounce in our favor. Many times it doesn't, so we're just fortunate to count our blessings and move forward.
Well, let me tell you, Coach, Richfield was up 34-30 at the end of 3, so you outscored them 21-16 that final period.
Well, we finally got some scoring both sides. It was just a low-scoring, hard-fought game, and like we mentioned, these kind of one-and-done type of games, those shots aren't quite as easy as they normally would be. But we were fortunate. I'm not going to make any bones about it. We were very fortunate to win this game, lucky to win this game. I'm very proud of my kids to show the heart to stay in there and keep fighting, even down big. At the end of the ball game. But we're going to count our blessings and we're going to go forward. But Richfield would have been a great team to move forward too, and they do a great job at the state tournament. And it's just hard to see two good teams go at it where one's going to lose.
Well, maybe we ought to plan on playing you again next year.
I don't know if I want to make a habit out of this, but nonetheless, hey, if we have this result and if I know in advance, that's great. But
you're a class act, Coach. We appreciate you coming and talking to us. Appreciate your wife down there. She's visiting with some old friends, and a lot of people have a lot of respect for you, and we want you to know that we love you here in Sevier County.
Well, that's awfully nice of you to say. I appreciate those kind words, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to have pulling at my heartstrings when our bus pulls out of here, because when I pulled into this community tonight, I felt warm, a warm feeling in my pit, in my stomach, knowing that we're coming back home, and I'll feel a little bit sad when I'm pulling out. But I look at Michael over here, and Mari and Johnny's down here, and those guys are just like my brothers, and I love the heck out of them. And a lot of great people here in this valley. Vernon Roundy was here, and a lot of people like the Robertses from Monroe, and a lot of great people that I have a lot of love for. And it's nice for us to come down here and be able to pull out such a hard-fought win. But I do feel for the people of Richfield and Rand and those boys at Richfield High School, because these are tough losses.
Too bad anybody had to lose. And boy, you're both great coaching on both sides. Good players, hard players. You couldn't ask for a better ball game. And congratulations again, Coach. And we wish you well down to Cedar City against SUU or Snow Canyon and whoever else you run into. I think you got a team that could advance on. You got some heart, and this ought to be some impetus to you to move on, and maybe.
Well, it'll give us a little confidence. I think our kids kind of questioned their confidence a little bit during the course of that game, but the way this game ended, I think they'll take this and we'll move on, and they'll be excited about going to the tournament, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up another win or two and see what happens. But once you get there, anything's possible.
That's right. Glenda just reminded me you're 7-5 on travel games.
Is that what we are? Well, in a couple of those, we didn't have our point guard. He had a broken foot this year, and so Tristan Hartfield, when we went to Salem Hills and we went to Box Elder and some of those big schools, we had a chance, but we dropped on the road. We were lacking our point guard, and you can see he's kind of the heart and soul of who we are. So
yeah. Well, thanks again for coming up and talking to us.
You bet.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you guys, and appreciate you having me on. And again, wish everybody in Sevier County the best, and we love them for sure.
Yeah, we love you, and come again another day.
Okay. I'd like to come and visit without the stress, but whatever, all right?
All right.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, what a great guy. What a great coach.